So a hospital, like most commercial establishments, produces waste that needs to be properly disposed. About 75 to 90% of these waste are considered municipal waste, and they can be disposed by conventional disposal techniques such as the 3 R's, 4 including rethink, composting, segregation, and maybe even incineration. However, 10 to 15% of these wastes are considered toxic and hazardous. Toxic and hazardous because these wastes contain viral bacteria and radioactive residue that could cause more harm than good. So, since these wastes can't just be brought or dumped anywhere, we're going now to the Hospital of the Infant Jesus to see how they treat their toxic waste. This is Nixon De Jesus, Chief Administrator of the Hospital of the Infant Jesus. We were able to interview him on what the hospital does to the infectious waste.
Of St. Luke's na meron yan, they have their own facility to handle this waste. Meron sila parang sort of incinerator or maraming process na right now na they dispose of their own waste na maging non-infectious. As a matter of fact, there are companies right now entering into the hospital na, gusto nyo ba maglagay na sarili ninyong disposal? Pero you should have space. So katulad kami nito, we're just a small hospital. We're just a 1,600 square meter hospital lang. Ito lang area namin. So we cannot afford na maglagay na ganyan. Big hospitals, let's say they have that area, they could afford to do that. Pero for me, it's impractical.
Okay.
So basically, yung regular waste at yung mga infectious waste. Yellow bag.
Oh, so that's the yellow bag you were talking
Yes,
about.
Ayun yung mga ilang lugar may requirements sa mga area na
This is the fluorescent bulb that you were talking about.
Hindi pa na-dispose yung iba. It's time to
The company that collects the infectious waste is Cleanway Environmental Management Solutions. They are accredited by local government authorities to handle these types of hazardous waste. They have state-of-the-art facilities that handle the inorganic materials. They're also certified in handling and transporting the hazardous waste. Other disposal amenities they have are the hydroclave treatment, stabilization, bulb crusher, and treatment of asbestos-contaminated materials.
Ito yung first defense, kaya ginawa namin meron siyang parang strainer.
So sir, pag damit, where does it end up? Like in there?
Ito may mga plastic yan pinangtapon.
Oh, from that. And sir, after this,
It goes there. So ipinapumpkin yan dyan sa loob.
no one there.
Yeah.
And then it goes here.
You make a big step. Ito na siguro. Yan. Kaya
This is still the floater.
yes.
Two things that I realized after the interview with the admin. One is it's a much simpler process because when he showed us the water treatment and the solid waste treatment, I thought it would be a much more complex task. But in actuality, it's actually much easier. When he showed us the water treatment facility, it was like a staged process and it was easy to understand, and same goes with the solid waste management. The other thing that I realized is that there are actually companies that make money and make a living out of managing the toxic waste that the hospital makes.
A hospital has to be operational 24/7, and as much as possible needs to prevent nosocomial diseases. That's why it's so heavily regulated. And if you think about it, it's impossible for us humans to not produce any waste. So what we can do to minimize our waste is to be informed by either switching to cleaner alternatives or even recycling. And the first step towards solving a problem is to acknowledge that there is a problem. And it begins with you.